Well, good afternoon, everyone. 48 First Alert meteorologist Chelsea Aaron here with another weather extra to take you through the rest of the weekend and also the impactful storm system that we are tracking early next week. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. Here is a live look at the shoals early this evening. It's been a beautiful day, plenty of sunshine, but high level cloud cover is starting to increase. Expect partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies as we head into the evening hours, but cloud cover will slowly diminish overnight again. Again, no rain associated with this cloud cover. This is just due to a surface cold front that has swept across the region today, and this will be bringing another cool down as we head into your Sunday with a gusty northerly, should I say, northwest wind and also lower humidity levels. We are tracking an increased fire danger today. Current temperatures upper 50s, lower 60s, and winds will occasionally gust as high as 15 and 20 miles per hour. There is a red flag warning in effect for many areas across the southeast. This includes central Alabama into northern Mississippi, all the way up into the Carolinas. This does not cover portions of the Tennessee Valley, but the Alabama Forestry Commission is not recommending burning as we head throughout today. Monrovia volunteer fire and rescue units, they're currently working multiple outdoor brush fires. They're requesting all residents in Monrovia, surrounding communities, to cease burning this weekend. I recommend you do the same no matter where you live, because again, with very, very dry relative humidity levels, and then you also combine the drought we're still currently in, just please make sure you're not doing any burning. If you are going to be doing burning, I would recommend exercising extreme caution. Expect, again, few clouds here and there as we head throughout the evening, but overall very quiet weather pattern. Temperatures will start dropping back into the upper 40s, lower 50s by 7 o'clock. And other than a few clouds, we will see clouds mainly clear early Sunday morning. By daybreak on Sunday, temperatures back near and below freezing, upper 20s, lower 30s, and temperatures definitely going to struggle throughout the rest of the weekend. Please grab a winter coat before you head out the door. If you do have maybe an early morning commute or you're going to a worship service, I promise you'll thank me later. Keep the layers handy through the afternoon as well, because temperatures are going to be nearly 10 degrees cooler. We will see plenty of sunshine though. That's kind of the silver lining. Plenty of sunshine from beginning to end. High temperatures only reaching the upper 40s and lower 50s. Our average high for this time of year, right around 60 degrees. So yes, this is nearly 10, maybe even 12 degrees from where we should be. Another good silver lining for tomorrow is winds going to be much lighter out of the north. Still, again, there is going to be that increased fire danger, but at least we won't have to deal with any significant wind chills. It's just going to feel like upper 40s, lower 50s, but in the sunshine, it shouldn't be too bad. We will see clear skies into Sunday evening, but all attention turns to our next storm system we're tracking early next week. We have declared 48 first alert weather days late Tuesday evening and into early Wednesday morning. This is becoming a very high impact wind event. So take the time now this weekend to remove any outdoor large limbs. Please secure any loose outdoor objects as well, because this is likely going to cause power outages from west to east. And we also will be tracking a low tornado threat. We're going to give you the latest timing and details for our next storm system coming early next week, shortly after this break. Make sure you stick with us. Well, thank you so much for sticking with us. After our short break, we're going to get into all of the details and increasing confidence with the latest storm system coming early next week. I'm going to go ahead and take you to the most recent model run that we have coming in, and things are staying pretty consistent. Yesterday, I know some of the model runs were speeding up this line, which is good for the flooding risk, not so great for the wind energy, because this mid-latitude cyclone that we call it, that will be developing out in the Great Plains early Tuesday morning, it is going to be bringing impressive wind with it. Now, it likely will form a QLCS, or that's a quasi-linear convective system, by sunrise on Tuesday across portions of southern Oklahoma, northern Texas. That will race to the east very quickly, quick hitting system toward the lower Mississippi Valley by sunset on Tuesday. And it will impact us likely late Tuesday evening, overnight early on Wednesday. Now, before that line of storms even reaches us, though, we could see what we call pressure gradient wind gusts exceed 40, even 50 miles per hour. I know a lot of people focus very hard on the tornado threat. Granted, tornadoes are scary, and you shouldn't take tornadoes at all completely out of the threat category. However, the most impactful threat likely with this event altogether is going to be strong damaging wind gusts, straight line wind gusts, because the fuel is not really matching up to the muscle of the storm system. So latest timeline, northwest Alabama, you could see damaging straight line winds that could very well exceed 70 miles per hour as early as 6 o'clock in the evening. This is going to track to the east very quickly, so areas along I-65, including the Metro Huntsville area, back down into Coleman, anywhere from 9 to 11 o'clock in the evening, and areas in far northeast Alabama. This is going to be ending around likely 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, so I would say around midnight to 1 o'clock. Now, even after the rain is ending, we could potentially see another surge of strong wind gusts. These could possibly reach 40, even 50 miles per hour. So note, this is going to be a long-lasting wind event as well after the rain ends, and the sunshine will probably be out. So this is a good model that we use. We are showing you the low-level jet. Note, the low-level jet is going to be a big mass or stream of wind that is far above the surface. We're talking 4,000 to 5,000 feet above the ground. So the numbers that you see are not necessarily happening at the surface, but they're a good indicator to let us know what we should be concerned about. And as I take this out in the future, you'll notice some 80 to near 90 mile per hour winds showing up in this. And yes, this is very concerning, because this is showing that we could see some of those winds reach down to the surface as high as 80 miles per hour. This is staying on track from the latest model guidance yesterday, moving west to east across the region quite quickly. And again, that's going to be the main threat threshold as we head late Tuesday and into Wednesday morning. Throughout the afternoon on Tuesday, winds will be picking up out of the south, steady 30 to 40 mile per hour gusts. But after 6 o'clock, this is where we start to see the maximum gusts, as high as 60, even 70 miles per hour at times. And some of these might be even outside of the storm, the severe storms that we could be tracking embedded within that line. If we do see any breaks with the line, this is where we could see rotation, very weak spin up tornadoes, EF0, EF1. We do not have enough instability for tornadoes to really exceed EF1 criteria. Never say never, though. This is just the latest guidance. And again, the purple color, these are going to be the worst of the winds. And that exits right at or just before 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, as we head back into daybreak by Wednesday, you know, winds still gusting but not as strong, but there's that secondary surge that we could see through the mid to late morning hours on Wednesday, as high as 45, maybe even 50 miles per hour, especially along ridge tops. Here's the latest timeline that we've come up with. Again, this is your high wind timeline. Northwest Alabama, 6 o'clock in the evening at the earliest, the latest 1 o'clock in the morning. You note these times are very, very wide. We're doing that for a reason, even though this is going to be very quick hitting, because a lot of these wind gusts are going to be happening outside storms. They're going to be the pressure gradient winds ahead and behind the line. Areas along I-65, 7 o'clock in the evening to 2 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, and areas in far northeast Alabama, 8 o'clock in the evening at the earliest, ending around 3 o'clock in the morning. And again, primary threats include strong, straight damaging wind gusts, straight line, should I say, damaging wind gusts up to 50 and 70 miles per hour. And one last look at your 7 to 10 day forecast, because I will have more details on this threat coming our way early next week at 5 o'clock. Please join us for our evening shows 5, 6, and 10. The rest of your weekend, gorgeous but cooler, and note the increased fire weather risk. We will steadily warm back up and next week into the 60s by Monday. Monday, a great start to the week, but impactful storm system brings us strong gusty winds, even an isolated embedded tornado threat late Tuesday evening and into early Wednesday morning. We dry out quickly, but temperatures cool again for Thursday before more rain and storms impact us later in the week. Again, thank you so much for joining us. We will be back here talking all things weather and giving you the latest in news coming up at 5 o'clock.